now.
All right, everybody, welcome to the Combat Cast. I know everyone's very excited about this one on a lovely Friday. Pretty windy here in Chicago, but we're excited to show you 3 characters today, and we have a couple special guests today. So without further ado, let's go to the couch. Here we go, right there.
Pointing's my thing, Sean.
We are pointing at everyone. Awesome. First of all, I am Tyler Lansdowne, one of the community managers here at NetherRealm Studios. Beside me, I have...
I am Sean Hemrick. I'm the facilities manager.
Steve, Senior QA Analyst.
Derek Kurtzik, Sean Hemrick's right-hand man.
And, as usual, behind the power station, we have my friend and all of ours. Maybe not Sean, you like him?
He's fine.
Cool. Matt Burke.
Hey, everybody. I'll take it. I'm fine.
He'll take it.
That camera's really close to his face.
It's
isn't it?
awesome.
And here's the deal about it.
We
I
push
think
it an inch further, closer every single one.
he leans into it more every week.
Maybe that's what it is.
Like, there it is. Oh, man. Matt Burke with the hot bits today. All right, so we have Sean here.
Hello.
Sean, we're going to talk today about something that's coming to Mortal Kombat 11 that you wanted to go through, and it's a thing called time crystals. Can you tell us what those are?
Yeah, time crystals are a currency in the game that lets you shortcut your way to visuals, cosmetics, skin, gear, intros, victories, easy fatalities. It's all cosmetic things that you can get in the game. Nothing pay to win.
Okay, great. Can you tell, so you've kind of told what you can get, mainly just cosmetic things.
Yeah, cosmetic things. Like, I guess I'll highlight gear because, like, when I've explained this to other people, I'm like, wait, Injustice 2 gear had stat impact. We listened to the community, they didn't like that as much, so we split those, right? So it is, you have the visual now that is the gear that you get through earning in the gameplay, or you can go to the store and pick up these items. All those items can be picked up somewhere in the store, in the game, but you then get gear drops, not gear drops, God, I got that all wrong. Okay,
You're doing just fine.
You get the visual dropped in the game, you also get the stat dropped in the game as an augment. You put those together and go from there as your stat, but the gear has no gameplay impact on its own.
Right. Okay, excellent.
Man, I messed that up completely.
No, but I think we got there.
You did
I think
great.
We
got
did
there.
eventually
We
get
got there. Another question.
There's like a perfect yes man. over
Isn't he,
here.
though?
Right-hand man.
Do we have to pay for time crystals?
You don't have to. Nothing in the game requires time crystals. You can play the whole game, unlock all the stuff there without ever dealing with time crystals. If you want, you can get time crystals and shortcut your way to different things. And we are going to drop a bunch in the game so that you're going to get to experiment and play with them and see if you like them.
All right, awesome. This is a big question for, we're all competitive on some level. Mm-hmm. Is there any sort of aspects of paying to win with time crystals and gear and whatnot?
Yeah, just like our past 2 games where we've had things like this, there's absolutely nothing that can be pay to win. Nothing to give you a gameplay advantage or anything like that. All visuals, all that. I would like to say, we listen to the community with that, but we don't even get that far. Like, listen to Paulo or Derek.
Right.
Nobody in the building actually wants that. So we listen to ourselves as well there.
We're a very competitive game, and there's no reason.
We don't have any competitive advantage for money.
Sure. A big question we get a lot, loot boxes. Do we have loot boxes in Mortal Kombat 11?
No, I'm not going to do the joke about a 19-tiered system.
Which we talked about earlier.
We did.
Glad we went away from that.
Glad we went away from that. Yeah, no, there's no loot boxes. We don't want that. We didn't want that. Obviously, we've heard the community doesn't want that. We've seen reaction to other games that have it. We don't want that reaction. There are no loot boxes in this game whatsoever.
Awesome. Thank you, Sean. You excited about the release of Mortal Kombat 11?
I am. I'm having a fun time playing it.
Who are you maining right now?
Liu Kang. I'm a Liu Kang traditionalist.
Okay, that's good.
I like the range. I always put in the low fireball because I just feel that nobody blocks that.
I like the low fireball.
Right.
Here's the deal. Brian Goodman in marketing, my boss, is playing Liu Kang as well right now. So maybe a mirror match down the road on stream?
Sure. That's it. I just it's not. I'm using
Amplify?
Yes, amplify. I was going to use the Injustice 2 terminology.
Don't do that.
I just amplify that bike kick constantly.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
yeah.
so much fun.
It's the most fun thing about
yeah.
it.
Literally no reason not to.
And then low fireball. It's just
Yeah.
a fairly...
And then once you hit 3 bicycle kicks, crush and blow.
Right.
So,
And he's got nice, easy, chainable things in his...
very fun to play like that, I think. His kicks really work well into each other.
Yeah.
Awesome. Sean, there is one thing I want you to do. before you leave, is there anything else you'd like to say?
Oh yeah, I find it very funny when Ed intros a trailer because he's just like, and here we go, and he there's a screen behind him,
right.
And he's so chill about it. But like I was like, trailer.
You killed Jared, Devora?
This one killed many on Shao Kahn's behalf.
On behalf of them, you die.
Fight!
Adinia lives.
Fatality. Katana wins.
And the princess has returned.
That intro, is that not the best intro, like, ever?
So you've been excited about this stream for a bit.
A long time, yes.
And I like how you went with blue. You had
Yeah.
the blue motif going on.
Yeah, of course.
So yes, Katana has returned to Mortal Kombat 11. Steve, thoughts?
I don't think she's ever been cooler. I think, I mean, her look is great. Her face is amazing looking. Her costume, both human and Revenant. I'm all in.
What a surprise.
Well, yeah,
What a surprise for
frigid take.
That would have been hilarious. Been like, so Steve, Katana's back. What do you think? And
Yeah,
Steve's
she's
like,
okay.
Whatever, you know. No, she's great. Total. I mean, haven't played with her a lot. I've played against you a lot, and it's been fun. So tell me, just from the start, what are you thinking about Katana right now? How is she playing? What should people be looking for?
I think the main thing about Katana is her normal attacks are pretty much completely redone. There's a couple things that we wanted to bring back. Like, you'll see in a second that forward 2 is like have a long range, like, good footsie tool, which is the last 2 games, that's kind of what you want to do in the mid range. Other than that, though, her normal attacks are pretty different.
Yeah, for the most part, she's always holding her fans, right?
Yes,
Like, they're
yeah.
more of a weapon. Again, weapons, right?
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
before we forget too, in that trailer, you guys will see some Devora as well.
Yeah.
Which we will be getting to. After this, we're going to do a couple things with Centurion. We know we showed her on Game Informer. Show a couple things, and then we'll get to Devora after that. So, back to
Yeah,
Katana.
so she uses her fans all the time now. Her special moves are where she's also quite different. Like, a lot of the classic special moves are back that you'd expect. Like, she's still going to throw her fans and do square wave, but she's got like 5 or 6 brand new moves that she's never had.
Like different flair on the older moves and things like that.
Yes, a lot of the older moves have been completely reanimated. I think she has like almost a dance-like quality. I think that's how I describe her. Like, I think in the last game in MKX, she was heavily like assassin-based, like
Right.
a lot of kung fu kind of stuff, and that's still there, but it's a lot more graceful and elegant, I think, in this game, which...
Cool. Well, let's get to it.
Let's take a look. Let's take a look, Steve.
All right, so we'll start off with her normal attacks, and I think one thing that's really interesting is she has a lot of really long multi-hitting strings that you have to kind of dial out really quickly.
Right.
As you can see here, this is her forward two, so it's got a ton of range, but the thing is, while these do good damage and have a lot of hits, you actually can't hit confirm a lot of them because you have to kind of dial them out. Like,
Right. Because they are a lengthy dial-in combo.
yes. This is like kind of one of her main strings, and you can either cut it short or do this last part here. She has a low that'll actually pop them up a little bit. She doesn't get a traditional combo mid-screen, but in the corner she can. And she does not have a pop-up overhead like a lot of characters, but she does have pretty good range on her hop attack.
And a lot of her moves are also knocking them back. She is kind of a zoning character too. Right?
Yes, absolutely. That's still really good. It's not just her range. Let's check out her throws because they are beautiful. I love the little pose there.
Awesome.
Her last normal I'd like to show is her back one, which is a pretty fast, good range mid. And she has a couple of extensions off of it. In this one here, during the kicks, you can kind of hit confirm, see if it hits, let the whole string go. You can stagger it. And it is actually a crushing blow on a punish or a counter hit. So it gets really good damage and pushes them full screen for her zoning.
Can we see her down one?
Her down one is exactly what you want from it. I would consider it a failure if her down one was not that.
Right.
Here's a question for you, as a former top katana of the world.
Many, many years ago.
Tell me, how many times do you think you've done a down one with katana?
The down one has made me quite a lot of money. That's all I can say.
Back in the day when you were doing it, there wasn't quite a lot of money, though.
Well, when you are as consistent as I am getting top 8 and you're only making $300 a tournament, when you get top 8 at every tournament you win because you're just that tight, it adds up.
It does add up.
So tight.
So how many times have you pushed the button?
It's got to be like 1,000 times, right?
How many times
More
have
than
you
1,000.
practiced just pressing down
I mean,
one?
the 1,000 times, I mean per game.
Oh, sure.
Yeah,
That makes total sense.
Like that was her anti-air, her footsie tool, her mix-up tool. So let's go into her special moves. We'll start with the standard ones. Her fan toss is back. Like the last game, it's super fast. It's a high attack. It can hit people out of the air. If you amplify it, she does a double one. This can catch people jumping or that are trying to walk in after the first one. It's a great projectile. Her air fan is back, but in my opinion, her ground fan is kind of her core footsie tool, or zoning tool in this one. Very similar to MKX. Fan lift is back. It's exactly what you want. It's a combo starter. And now she has a new move, which I just whipped, this cool throat slit. And this to me is how you're going to end most of your juggle combos. And it has a crushing blow if you do an 8-hit combo. So once per game, you can kind of cash in, do an 8-hit combo, into the throat slit, and get significantly extra damage. But again, with the crushing blows, you can only do it once per match. So you kind of got to know, like, if they're going to die anyway, you don't want to cash out.
Yeah, I got to say, we've been playing a lot of the game in the studio. Like,
Yeah.
a lot of people are
playing,
which is awesome. And like the meta game of figuring out your crushing blows and when you want to use them, and the times you accidentally down two when they're pretty much dead anyway, and you waste it because you didn't put hold on.
Yeah.
Like this meta game, I can't wait for the fans to start playing because it is some of my favorite parts of the game right now.
She also has square boost back. The amplify is really, really cool. Normally, she can only do it in the air. And that's where we can get into the loadouts I made. I made 2 loadouts to show.
Okay.
So the first one, I gave her ground war, which allows her to do square boost on the ground. It behaves just like the air one. It's super fast, so it's almost like a shadow kick or Raiden Superman. It's a great combo ender. Like, for example, normally you can't combo after this. If you have ground war equipped, I'll go ahead and go into square boost to give her extra damage. The other thing I gave her is Flutter is back, which is essentially like a double jump where you can lower. So you can do stuff like, normally she does jump kick fan to kind of get in. You can fake it out, and if they try to anti-air, come down with the jump kick fan. Or you can use it to get over projectiles. Maybe like Noob throws a shadow, or Liu Kang throws a low fireball, and you're going to hit the ground. You can do Flutter. And then lastly, in this loadout, I gave her Royal Protection, which is a projectile absorb.
Hey, you didn't use Jax this time to set up.
Yeah.
Smart move.
So you see her fans start glowing. When she absorbs a projectile, she actually gets a damage buff on all her fan attacks while the fan's glowing. So you kind of are zoning the opponent out, You absorb a projectile to stop their zoning, and then that actually amplifies her melee to then go in and use her offense, which is
And with
pretty
her
cool.
having like these long chain combos as well, right? Like
Right.
that damage is just gonna.
It's going to add up, yeah.
It's awesome.
So one interesting thing is, we talked recently about how we're going to have 2 preset loadouts for tournament and ranked play.
Mm-hmm.
This is actually one of her tournament loadouts that I made. This is the one that I like using. I've been using it against you a lot.
Right.
So here's an example that
And
people are
my,
saying.
my Jax one actually is too.
Yeah, the one that you just used for Jax is. So those are the 3 moves she gets. So how about one more loadout?
Also,
Yeah, let's do it.
just while we're talking about that, we will be playing our belt battle today in tournament mode.
In tournament mode, yes.
I wasn't ready for that.
You always have to be ready for tournament. You never know when a tournament's going to start.
Well,
Do you not want-
usually you get an invitation to the tournament.
Do you not want? Do you not
Did
want?
did you not get your ancient scroll?
No, I did not get an ancient.
Do you not
scroll at
want
all.
to do that today?
Are you afraid?
What? Whoa, buddy. I'm not afraid of anything. I just the possible character that I select to do the belt battle. I don't know what their tournament loadout is, but you know what? Let's do it.
Well, you will find out as the community does.
Well, actually, yeah. I mean, we're all gonna find out today.
Yeah.
Let's do it. And then my witty name won't be there. Oh, that's
Let's
okay.
go for her fatal blow before we go to loadout 2.
Well, wait. We got to get the camera back. There it is. All right.
I got you.
You could see the into the attack is a really long range move. It's pretty good if you look for movement in the mid range. It's pretty slow. It's not like super fast, but the range makes up for it.
Love it. Real quick, do you have any sort of lore about? I mean, listen, doesn't have to be about 11. We cannot have a combat cast without a Katana lore minute.
Well, I can say this is a little known fact. It's from John Tobias's notes that came out a couple years ago. Katana was actually originally planned to be an MK1 under the name Katsune, and her role in the story was going to be Shang Tsung's daughter, and you would win her hand in marriage if you won the tournament.
Oh,
But they had a lot of story ideas that they never really went with, and they used her for MK2.
nice, nice.
And that has been
Steve's Lore Minute.
awesome. Cool.
All right, all right.
All right, so I'm using the human skin, which I absolutely love. She has another version of this I like even more, but
She looks great.
But you're
Yeah.
going to see that in a couple weeks.
yeah. So in this loadout, I gave her 2 things. The first is Edenian Razors, which is this cool move where the fans circle them, it hits 3 times. You can use this.
I'm right there with Burke.
Burke in the power station is distracting me by acting the move out. So this move is really good to make your string safe. It can also be an anti-air, and you can get combos off of it. You can also use it in the corner to get combos that typically aren't possible. So, for
Ooh, I
example,
love that combo. That was nice.
I like when it says to get combos that aren't possible. Well, it's possible.
normally aren't
Yeah,
possible.
I got you, Steve.
The cost of this is you actually give up fan lift. So mid-screen, your combos are going to be significantly less. You're going to have to just do like a string into like a special move. But in the corner, you can see there, you're going to be doing hella damage. So that's one of the things that's kind of a trade-off. Then I also gave her Half-Blood Stance, which you can see in the trailer. She pulls out Melina's Sai, and from here she has a couple moves she can do. One is the familiar classic Melina Teleport. Another is she throws the Sai up in the air, and then she's freed up, and Katana can go in for pressure. So the opponent's going to have to block, look out for the Sai, which is going to home in on where they are, and she can go in for throws or whatever else she wants to do. It's especially good if you can get them blocking. Like you do a bunch of fans, get them blocking, then throw this out. And then if they start getting used to it and trying to attack you out of it, you cancel it. Lastly, she has the Sai Stab, which is a great combo ender. And that has a crushing blow, and the requirement is pretty interesting. It's to have hit with 3 of these Sai moves. So normally, you won't get the crushing blow. But after you've hit 3 of these, the next time you do it, you're going to get that, and that's actually going to pop them up.
Ooh,
That's okay.
that's okay.
Fangirl. That's a really good,
Yeah.
good name. Nice
I'm
job.
pretty happy with that.
Pretty pumped.
So I would say that is our look at Katana. She's redone in a lot of ways, a ton of new animations. But I think those familiar with Katana, like if you want, the really good zoning with fans, you want the big conversions, the really good combos. She's still like a combo queen character. I think you'll be right at home. She's a fresh take, but pretty familiar if you like Katana.
My phone was ringing.
Who would call you right now?
It looked like a telemarketer, to be honest.
Well, you should have answered.
Well, yeah.
Just on stream. Yeah.
They have an important update about your car insurance.
Yeah.
Right.
Awesome. So that's great, Steve. Thank you so much for
I'm
that.
super stoked to see everyone play her.
And she has a bunch of other really cool moves too. Like
the trailer you could see there was a teleport in there where she had a dive bomb. There's moves from that. There's a bunch of stuff.
The fans that like come together. Like she's got a lot of cool tools in this one.
Yep.
Super cool. One thing real quick before I forget, Alicia Marie, a cosplayer who's a part of the MK Collective, which we'll be talking about here in a little bit, we'll be doing an AMA on Discord after the stream. So go to our Discord for that. There's a rumor floating around that I might be doing one next in a week and a half or so. Maybe. There's a rumor.
Cool.
Did you hear the rumor?
I didn't hear that rumor.
No one heard the rumor?
I didn't. No. And I keep my ear to the ground.
You really do. Awesome. I want to tell her just kind of about our schedule real quickly too. Next week, there will be no stream. Don't be sad. I understand. A lot of us will be traveling around, promoting the game, getting it ready to show to you guys very soon. That said, that following Monday, the 22nd, the day right before, we're going to be doing one more pre-launch combat cast, and we still got more to show you. So prepare for that. So next week we won't have one, but then that Monday we'll have an awesome one, and maybe some other stuff to talk about, some really cool things. Excited about that. So, Steve, let us now discuss another character.
Okay.
Now, I know on Twitter, a lot of people are like, Game Informer already did the Centurion thing with Steve. We still want to show everybody on the stream, for those who didn't see that, and for some things that we're going to show with Centurion that were not discussed in the Game Informer.
Yes.
So,
can we get a quick view of the character select? Look at this beautiful thing.
The character select?
We got to show this all but 2 characters.
Yep.
Right now, there are a ton of people on Reddit and all that. They're taking screenshots of it. They're obsessing over the order. What is the lore meaning behind?
Right.
They're going ham.
I can hear them going ham right now.
All right, so let's go over Centurion a little bit. She is an elder goddess. One of the most powerful characters we've ever had. Certainly one of the most powerful playable characters in the history of MK.
Okay.
An elder god, if you will.
Yeah, I mean, not if you will, she just is.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know.
She commands the elements and life. She is almost the opposite of Shinnok in a way, where he was like death, bones, demons, all that nasty stuff. She's like flowers, butterflies, puppies,
Fire,
rainbows.
water.
Also fire and water, earth and wind.
Yes.
You see that rainbow back there? She made that.
She made that.
She made that, right?
So she is one of the game's premier zoning characters. She is a great keep out character, but it is not traditional zoning where you're just like, Katana's just throwing straight fans. She has more slower startup, more trap moves that are like mid, close, and far. But first, let's briefly go over her normals. They are all very effects heavy. It's super cool. She uses the elements, even her normals. I really love this water teleport. She has this one where literally a meteorite comes, and if it's a counter hit, she gets this crushing blow where it just absolutely bops them on the head.
Bop.
And then she gets a combo. You know, if I wasn't old and bad.
That's alright.
It's okay. Even her hop attack is just bopping you over that with a meteorite thing.
Where does she get all these boulders?
Well, when you're an elder goddess, you can conjure anything.
No, yeah.
Reality is at your fingertips.
True. I've heard that. Nice.
So, her special moves. One of her core moves for her zoning is this rock. She bounces on the ground, and while the startup is pretty slow, it's excellent on block. It has a long knockdown on hit. Like, the opponent, space will be controlled when this move is hit.
You're getting hit with a boulder.
Yeah,
I mean,
that makes a lot of sense that you wouldn't want to move if a giant boulder was rolling at you.
Absolutely.
But then to complement it, she has this air one, and it looks very similar. It's going to be extremely hard to tell what she's doing.
Sure.
So you want to jump because of the rolling boulder, and then you're going to jump into this. She also has this rock wall, and if she amplifies it, it's a great combo ender, and this can actually absorb projectiles.
I was just going to ask, can it absorb projectiles?
It can. And that is a crushing blow.
When it absorbs a
projectile. When it absorbs a projectile for the first time, you actually get the crushing blow. And again, once per game.
Sure.
It's also one of her key combo enders.
Now this is very interesting to me because some that you sort of shark around for, this one, you might be trying to do that when you shouldn't be doing it because you know the first time you get a crushing blow.
Yes.
You might be throwing it up there and missing, throwing it up there. I mean, there's definitely some danger knowing you have to do it first try.
Absolutely. So then she has her Hellfire Beam. She can do this in the air or the ground, and if she amplifies it, this is not tracking. It's close, medium, or far, but it's real juicy damage, very, very hard to avoid. Then she has this Tentacle Grab. This is actually one of the few tracking moves in the game. Like, we don't have a lot of these in this, but this will actually go wherever the opponent is. It's pretty quick. It is not a low. It's actually a mid, so there are no overhead low mix-ups. She just has to do it. And it has a ton of recovery on whiff or block. But, again, the opponent's kind of jumping around, walking back, trying to avoid all this business. And then at any moment you see movement, or you go for the read and you're going to get him, and then you're going to get a combo.
She's just throwing the world at you, man. She doesn't mess around.
Her combos are not the greatest. She really doesn't have a lot of pop-ups because she's kind of a keep-away character. So often what I do is I actually do this move, let them restand, then I go for a throw, or I go for a overhead bop, or this move which just sends them back. So she's not a character that's going to hurt you super, super hard when you're wrong, but you're going to be wrong a lot as you're trying to get in.
Sure.
So I guess let's go over the load I made, which is some moves that are going to be interesting. A lot of people have not seen these moves. The first one I gave her, this is I went with lore, so I went with an earth-based loadout.
Nice.
I gave her a ground pound.
Oh, I love that.
It's 2 hitting, they're low. And then I gave her, she has these different buffs using the elements. I gave her this one where she summons the rocks. So now the way this works is, I'm going to switch to Jade. She summons the rocks, and while you're in the rock field, if you hit Centurion, the rock will actually latch out and try to hit you. So I'll show you. You can see. If it's blocked or whiffed, it actually won't, and you can actually avoid them. Like, they're not just immediately targeting. Like, I'm intentionally doing something low, and now I'm out of the field. But you'll see the rock actually comes down, and if the opponent's there, they'll get bopped. So Centurion, using both of her defensive stamina, if you look, it actually takes up her whole thing. She could set this up, go in for pressure, go in for throw, or whatever, block strings, and if the opponent tries to counter-poke back, or try to do a juggle, wow, that happened to both of us.
Everybody's getting phone calls today.
They'll actually be hit. Now, because the stamina's gone, you got to think about the risk-reward here, because that means if you dodge it and you actually combo Centurion, she's not going to be able to break away or do a wake-up attack for quite a while. So this isn't an end-all, you just can't play the game, but it is a great, great defensive tool.
Now, would you use it as, like, I'm going to be on the other side of the screen, I'm going to put that up, and I'm going into zoning lane?
You could definitely do that.
Right.
I personally like using it offensively, kind of do it in the mid-range and then try to go in if they try to poke. But yeah, you could absolutely do that too. It's essentially, you can think of it as a shield, a high-risk shield.
Yeah, a ring of protection.
So let's check out her Fatal Blow before we go into her second loadout. This one is extremely powerful. That is actually drop down and track you. So no matter where on screen, it's going to hit them on the top of the head. It is awesome for zoning exchanges. Like, you can literally sit there, look for Jade to throw her glaive or turn on, and yeah, you got him. She becomes extremely deadly when she's in Fatal Blow.
You'd expect that out of an Elder God.
Yeah.
They just get stronger.
Melt that tree. Nice.
All right, so let's go to loadout 2, which is my wind-based loadout.
Okay.
What, is that too much?
No, I think this is one of your best names ever.
Thank you. I thought of this Arbor Bay on the way to work, and
Arbor Bay.
That's good.
I like it. I like it. So now she's a little darker, right? A little more evil.
I'm all in on her gear. I personally use this weird cosmic purple, like outer space looking thing that's really cool.
On your TV earlier, I saw.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
So the first move I gave her was this tornado. Typically, she doesn't have just a standard projectile that just goes straight forward, and she actually gets it. If she amplifies it, it goes full screen. The really cool thing, though, is actually the pushback on block, because it is hella. They actually go way back. So
They
this
almost go as far back as they do when they get hit.
So it is super good for keeping the opponent at bay.
Bay.
Arbor Bay. So then I also gave her another one of these buffs, which is this wind tunnel. So again, I'll play Jade to show how it works, because this thing's pretty awesome. So while this is out, if Jade is on the outer edges, it actually slows down her movement, even her jumping. You can see it's like literally a barrier. And if you get to the center, you can move, but outside the edges, it's super hard to get in. And this totally complements the tornado move I gave her. So for example, you can go in here, do this, and you can see in mid-range, Jade is going to really struggle to get in. And even if she's blocking, she's going to be pushed back to it. So this is just the perfect move to keep someone out and keep with the range that Centurion wants to be in. So she doesn't have the best combos, but she has excellent keep away, and she's just going to be chipping them out, making them jump, making them try to maybe teleport in, or she could use her shadow kick and then punish it. It's great skin control. Again, though, she is using all her defensive stamina to do these buffs.
Right. Cool. What do we got? We have anything left? Ooh, even the rocks turn green.
Yeah, we kind of want to just give a few tastes of Centurion that we hadn't done from Game Informer. So what we're going to do real quickly, now we know everyone is very excited to see the Hive Queen, Devora, return. We do want to have bring in a special guest. Let's throw up a picture of Centurion, take a quick 30-second break to get our guest in, and then we'll talk a little more about the collective and show you a cool piece we talked about last week. All right, sorry, we're back. So last week we talked about our friend here, coworker Vince, who did an awesome piece. We're going to talk about the MK Collective today, which you can also, if you have fan art or that sort of thing, you hashtag MK Collective, you put it on Twitter, you put it on those sort of things, we'll retweet it, and we've seen so much amazing fan art. That said, people in this studio are also fans of the game. So real quick, introduce yourself.
Hello, I'm Vince Wilder, and I'm a senior character artist here at NetherRealm.
Awesome. Vince, you created, if you want to, Derek, let him hold that for you. You don't want to give it to him?
No, I love him. He's awesome.
That's fine.
Okay, so Vince created a Baraka bust out of 3D printing. Explain kind of what you do. We do actually have some pictures we can show as well along with the story. So.
Yes, definitely. So I was fortunate enough to actually create the high-resolution sculpture. We had a really great design for him this game, so I was super excited. And, yeah.
Yeah, he looks amazing.
Looks great.
Yeah, it's staggeringly cool.
As soon as I saw it, I said, I would like to buy one of these. How many do you have?
One.
They take a little bit of time.
So I will take this one then.
So real quick, from start to finish, how long would something like I'll let you show them on the camera over here. I know. How long from start to finish are we talking about for this?
Well, the printing process, probably about 2 days. Probably about 12 hours per piece. And he was composed of mainly 2 pieces, the base and the torso. I actually printed the teeth separately as well, but probably about a day worth of printing. And then probably another 2 or 3 days worth of painting.
What kind of material is it?
It's actually like a polymer plastic. Yeah.
Awesome. Let's start those pictures we have and kind of go through. So what's this first step here?
Yeah, so this is straight fresh out of the printer. You can see it still has the supports on it. So once it comes out of the printer, you obviously remove the supports and you cure it under UV light for about a couple hours. And what that does is really harden the surface, so it is ready. Pretty much, yeah.
Nice. All right, next shot.
Yeah.
What do we have here?
So at this point, I've had all the pieces printed, and I assembled them all and actually primed them to get prepared for the actual paint job.
Okay.
And this here is when I started to work up the skin. So I started working the color zones with yellow, red, and blue. And a lot of that stuff ends up kind of getting washed out on the skin, but you want to have that underneath to kind of be a very convincing kind of a realistic skin surface in the end.
All right, next.
Oh,
this is the fun one. This is interesting.
Yeah, so he's kind of crudely masked off with some plastic and actually some silly putty. I found that silly putty was a really great masking material and really enabled you to get really clean lines with each surface.
So did you just buy a bunch of silly putty eggs?
Yeah, actually, a good friend of mine and coworker, Ian Nod, actually bought all that silly putty for some projects of his, and I had to steal that from him to
Copying
use.
comics.
Yeah.
Copying comics in the newspapers, Sunday papers.
That Ian.
Yep. So yeah, after as you can see, I'm kind of peeling away the silly putty there, revealing all the kind of base colors on each surface, and still kind of working up all the colors. So at this point, this is pretty close towards the final product. with many different passes of color variation and kind of weathering. There's some metal pieces on there, so I use some metallic paints to kind of sell that surface.
Now, what makes me mad is we talked to you, like, you're an artist, like, you're not
Yes.
just a game artist, but you're also an artist, and you've had art shows and whatnot. They haven't really painted like this before, and this is kind of your first go at it, and it looks like this. It looks this good.
Thank you. That's the first time I ever really had a real go at kind of painting that realistic kind of skin, and yeah, I think it was pretty successful.
It's totally awesome.
Yeah.
Can we go back to that one shot, one more to the final Lightbox shot? Just so I can give it, that's your Instagram. So you do a lot of just kind of sculpture
Art.
at home.
Yes. Oh yeah, a whole lot of it is pretty
And
much
I
my life.
went to look at it to make sure it was cool, you know, and so make sure there's nothing weird. And then I realized that it's all weird because it's all monsters
I
and
take
stuff.
that as a compliment.
That,
yes.
Yeah, congratulations on all the weirdness on your Instagram.
Thank you, and shout out to JT for getting me those photographs. He did a great job.
Those are really awesome photographs. So, Vince, I just wanted to let you tell the fans about kind of your love of creating art based on Mortal Kombat as well, and we have this amazing bust to show for it.
And you're taking pre-orders for these now, right?
Oh,
Yes, that's
God.
great.
It is super impressive. Like
It's
up
going
close,
straight to
it's amazing.
It's really impressive to look at, and like, oh my lord, if there were pre-orders, it's like, well, this is all I do now.
This is it. I'm done.
So awesome! Thank you so much.
Is there any other characters that you're thinking about doing next? Or
Yeah, there might be a couple down the line.
nice.
Yeah.
You know,
Stable.
Devora.
Ooh.
You like the weird creatures.
Yeah.
I may have made a Devora, maybe.
Ooh,
I
awesome.
can't wait to see it.
So that's it. That is his Instagram page. Vince, thank you so much for stopping by and
Yeah,
just
thank you.
showing us this awesome piece of work. The day you brought it in, I was like, we got it. I mean, it's gonna show up on one of these shelves here shortly, I think. If you're cool with that for a
Oh
little
yeah,
bit.
that's pretty much why I made it.
This guy.
Oh.
This guy, friend of the Combat Cast now, forever. Awesome. Let's put up a picture of our next character that we're gonna show, and we'll be right back. All right, everybody. We are back. I know that everyone's been waiting for this for quite a while.
Yeah, there is at least one notable tournament player who's been, I was almost going to say downright annoying, but I don't want to be rude. But
you kind of did. You kind of just did it right there.
no, I understand though. I'm
it's fine.
sympathetic.
And just a brief explanation too. We did show her early in the process.
Yes.
And just for something with Xbox, she was not ready for prime time to be shown on stream yet. Has been now, but we have a schedule that we follow, and now she is ready to be shown. So
Even that image that we released back then was kind of like an old image too,
Yes.
right? Like
Yep.
she's changed
evolved quite a bit. Yes,
quite a bit since that image too.
And I know that we definitely have a lot of people who are huge Devora fans.
Me included.
They're
What
bugging
a
out.
what a great character! A great character to bring back from MKX.
Yes.
Like a real one of those characters when you first started MKX. Like this is different. This is new. So just tell us real quick about how she goes.
Pretty similar to MKX, she is extremely good up close. We did not keep the cancels, but we did keep a lot of her pressure tools. Like, I guess we can just go straight in.
Let's just do it.
Yeah, she's a heavy pressure character.
Yeah, her 422 is back. It's not an overhead like in the original MKX it was, in XL it was not.
But it's fast.
But it is fast, it has great range. Then she has a bunch of really good new normals. She has this overhead, it's forward 4, it's super fast.
I think Chevy hit me with that about 4 times in a row the other
Yeah,
day.
I can
And
see
was
that.
so mad.
And that is complemented by a tremendous low that actually has a ton of reach, and she goes into this creepy crawler move, which I absolutely love using. So you can see neither of the 50-50 are going to launch you for a combo, but they're very fast and very, very irritating. She also has this string, which I just absolutely love because of this part. She literally pukes on you, and then it's super fun to do. And we got to see her throws because they're both great. She's hitting you with her babies, and then this one is too fun. I love the little gesture she's doing, the back and forth.
That's awesome. We need to make the sound effects, Steve.
Yeah,
That's
I don't know why we're not. And then forward 1-3 is this really good advancing, very quick high move that can go into all her special moves. So let's go over special moves.
Let's do it.
Ovipositor Rush is back. It's just like you remember it. Really good chip damage, great combo ender, great pressure tool. Then she has a bunch of new moves. I really like this projectile where I love the gesture she's doing. She sends out one of her babies, and it's a slow-moving projectile with good startup, but it's really good to let it go, and then
they're not like a traditionally straight. They actually arc up and down. So depending upon if you're ducking or not, they may hit you or they may not because of the path that they fly.
It's very, very hard to jump, and jumping is good against Deborah because, you know, her normals have such good range at taking up the range. So I think if you can, like, she's not going to win like a projectile battle with like Liu Kang or something, but if she can establish her projectile space, I think these things are great.
So what's up with her babies? Why are her babies hanging out over on Aaron Black?
I wasn't ready to get to that.
Well, okay then.
Puddle is back. She has to actually control it close, medium, or far. You can see she puts it out. There's a bunch of delay, and then the opponent's going to want to get out of dodge or block it, and that's when, again, she goes in with this.
Very similar to MKX.
Yes. If she amplifies it, it actually happens immediately, and she gets combos. You know, theoretically. When you're not old and bad.
Yeah, just throw that, Steve. That'll fix it. There you go.
And then she has this anti-air grab, which is one of her chief combo enders. This has a crushing blow if you anti-air with it. Now it'll actually do dot damage, which everyone makes fun of me for saying dot damage, but
Who makes fun of you for saying that?
multiple people have tweeted me because it's damage over time. I'm saying damage over time. Damage.
I feel like that's normal.
Everybody says that, just like ATM machine. Yeah.
ATM machine I don't love. But.
If she amplifies it, even after the crushing blow, she actually gets a restand.
Where you can throw something at them.
Yeah. See, amplified it.
You are pressing the hell out of that button.
They start vomiting and a baby spews.
Oh.
Yeah, isn't that nice?
So she injects you with babies.
Yeah, she's trying to help you. It's the miracle of birth.
Okay.
Moving on.
All right. So anyway, let's go over the loadouts I made. So the first loadout I gave her, my opinion, her coolest new move, which is Widow's Kiss. She teleports, comes from the ground, drops down, it's super fast. And if she amplifies it, she gets a combo.
This is my favorite dang thing in the game.
Yeah, this is just... That's too...
No, that's so
He
good.
looks so cozy. You know, cozy with a K?
Of course.
I'm so glad you picked a guy with a hat.
And his cape.
Yeah. This is a combo starter. It's a great anti-zoning tool. So, like I was saying...
Yeah, because if you jump, you're getting caught.
Yep.
That's basically it.
If you move, you're getting caught. So
Absolutely.
while a lot of her stuff has slower startup and it's hard to get going, if the opponent, you know, again, the example I used, Liu Kang's very fast fireballs. If he dares and you read him, he's going to get comboed.
Or cozy.
Yeah, he's going to become cozy. He's going to become a father. So now we're talking about the bugs.
Yeah, what's up with little babies?
So several different moves leave babies, you can see. And then she has this move where for half of her offensive stamina, she can call them back and they do damage. And this does not have, like, it doesn't matter where the opponent, what reaction they're in. Where they could be standing there, they cannot block it, it's going to hit.
Right, and she can call the babies back no matter what the opponent's doing.
Right.
Like, you're just taking damage from the little
It's
guys.
pretty much free damage at the cost of stamina and her startup. So there's a lot of risk, and it's not doing a ton of damage, but it is I use it as a rounder all the time.
It's kind of insulting to die to the babies.
It's also something that you can use when they're spun. You can go for it and then actually have time to do a combo. It is basically free damage for the cost of your stamina. If you're not afraid to use your stamina, it's great.
Sure. Cool. What
So
else we got?
that's actually the loadout that I use the most. That's what I've been using in the lab. She's one of my favorite characters lately. But I do have one more loadout we can check out.
Let's do it.
Actually, first let's do her crushing blow. Or, sorry, fatal blow.
Boom.
Alright, so one more. And this is going to be kind of a trap-based pressure one. So the first move I gave her is Flippin' Out. I love the alien, like, very strange costume. So Flippin' Out is a half-screen, super fast overhead that she can actually do from the ground or the air. It's not going to do a lot of damage, but it has a crushing blow that actually leads to a combo. The requirement is you have to hit it twice in a row.
Okay.
So the idea was you're playing the game, you hit the overhead. Now the opponent, as they're getting up, remember she has the low, and they're going to know if you hit it with a second time, it's loaded, and then she's going to get a combo. Again, you know, if I wasn't old and bad.
Right.
I also gave her Pooping Bug, where she puts a bug out, And it actually...
And the bug has a bug.
Yeah, the bug gives birth to a bug that then will go to the opponent and hit them. And this is, because it's slow moving, the idea would be the opponent's standing there blocking, she puts the bug out. Now, that's coming, and she can go in, and the opponent is going to have to respect that bug. I'm not doing it close enough. All right. There, and you see, the opponent's going to want to block it, which is going to open up throws for 50-50, whatever you want to do. And the Amplified is super strong. It actually will spew out 3 of them.
Oh my goodness. Triplets.
Yeah. I mean, she is truly the Hive Queen.
Her babies are having babies.
Yeah, the babies are having babies. They're multiplying like bunnies. And then lastly, she has, I gave her an air version, where the babies explode and then seemingly go off to heaven. And they will hit the opponent. And she can amplify it and do multiple.
Oh my goodness.
There'll be 3 on screen that are slow-moving upwards projectiles that the opponent has to block. And again, if they're sitting there blocking, she goes in for her 50-50 or her throws or a jumping or whatever. And
she just plays her game at that point.
Yeah, she plays her game while her bugs are doing
the work,
yeah.
locking them down for the most part, so she can go in and get to 50-50.
Yeah, or they're mesmerized by the bugs that are piecing out.
Right on.
Cool.
Yeah, I think Devora, very interesting trap character, setup character. I think if you liked her pressure setups, set play design from the last game, I think you'll be super, super happy.
What about am I allowed to ask about a Devora fatality?
I think we can do that.
Let's do it.
Let's play a match with her.
Okay, let's see.
Very excited to be able to show Devora finally.
Yeah.
I know that Honeybee's probably likes me again.
No.
No.
Probably not.
But yeah, no, she's got a lot of new, unique things. The bug Vora is the greatest thing in the world.
Yeah, we saw a teaser for that in the trailer. She dies and actually comes back as a baby, and the best part is the baby.
I didn't.
Oh, brr!
Those are all the same.
You seriously can't tell us apart.
As you will die soon, this one cares
I
not.
love her putting the baby back in.
Yeah, where she actually, when she dies, she comes back as a bug. And then you can actually fight as a bug by either spitting stuff or stinging them. It has its own move list itself. It's
Yes,
great.
I love that the move list is like buzz.
Buzz, buzz, buzz.
Yeah.
You're getting wrecked.
It's like even.
Alright.
Have some faith.
I do.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
If you did lose to the computer, is that kind of it for you on the combat?
Yeah,
cast?
I mean, I would agree.
And this is like the computer on meaning.
Yeah. No, I agree, but it's fine.
The Widow's Kiss, also love that move.
Yeah.
It's got a lot of really cool new things that like show off her bugginess and her personality too.
Wow, Jax is absolutely going ham. Look
Is
at that.
Tyler playing?
Oh man, thank you so much.
There you go. Steve. Oh, he doesn't care about your bugs.
Oh man, your last show, crazy.
I didn't see you going out like this.
Do you know her fatality?
Yes.
Oh.
I've never not been hit by that move. It's okay, I'm going to survive and I'm going to win. It's fine.
I don't know. His arms are going to be fully heated up now.
No, I've got this.
Ah!
See, I told you, don't worry.
That would have been a pack.
I'm a big fan of this fatality. I think it's a real good one.
I don't know which one we're showing, but I'm pretty excited because I think both of them are awesome.
Gross.
No,
Gross.
no one saw that coming.
Yeah,
no one
that's
saw that coming.
Woo!
Yeah,
Fantastic.
and yet another baby.
Yep.
Yeah.
She's just
Fantastic.
multiplying.
So that is Devora
That's Devora.
coming very soon. 11 days, right?
Yeah,
Until
it's 11
Mortal
days.
Kombat
I can't
11.
believe it. It seems like we just started.
It's funny when you just to talk to people about this. Like when we did the thing in LA when we announced the game, right? That feels like it happened 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Like things just like the game, you start going down that hill, and then here we are, 11 days. Couple things before we get to birthday shout-outs. Want to say that I just posted it on Xavier Woods' Twitter, that they're doing a showdown with IGN with Zelina Vega, Aleister Black, Kofi Kingston, and Xavier Woods.
You mean the WWE champion,
Yes,
Kofi
the WWE
Kingston?
champion. And before I wanted to bring that up too. He's come to the studio. He's played you as Katana. Been a friend of the studio. Been a fan of Mortal Kombat for years. The first time we ever met him, he was wearing a Mortal Kombat shirt, not knowing we were going to be there.
Yes. And they seemed more excited to meet us than we were to meet them, which is saying a lot.
Which they were wrong.
Yeah.
So truthfully, not everybody's a wrestling fan, sure. His championship match was amazing. So we're all very happy and proud of what happened there. It was
one of the best things I've seen in a long time.
So definitely want to give a shout out to them. You can go to Xavier Woods' Twitter. There's Eventbrite tickets to go to it live. I will be there as well, helping out, just being there to make sure everything goes right.
You're going to be helping out?
I'm going to be bodying people left and right.
That's right.
There it is.
So again, congratulations to Kofi. That's amazing.
Yeah,
that's champion.
It was awesome.
So, moving on, Mr. Kurtzik, do we have some birthday shout-outs?
We sure do. Here we go. Birthday shoutouts. The original King Julian.
Okay.
Hal's 182. Used for glue.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure we've given him birthday shoutouts before.
Well, he has one every year.
Yeah.
Truth. He's a friend of Ketchup and Mustard.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, and then we have Shy Dollar Sign and cousin Kyla. Jackie Chan. Just because Uncaged tweeted it out, so happy birthday, Jackie Chan. I'm sure he's watching.
Sure.
A shout out to Lossy Girl, just because somebody asked for it.
Okay.
And you know what? I'm a person to please the people.
Careful.
Okay. David Hilton. Lopez Frederico, sure. Sarcastic Jim.
Not Rational Jim. Sarcastic Jim.
Yes. Jeremy Burkett's son Lucas.
Okay.
Austin, a.k.a. Dead by Combat. Irvin Franco. Hassie's Sister of Peace. Sure. Katana Jade Stickney. Tony Declan. And our good buddy Aaron, a.k.a. Caboose. And then Tony Smith.
Nice.
2 more.
Oh.
Sorry, I know you thought it was over.
Well, that's because you made it look like it was over.
What can I say?
And Tony Smith. And there's 2 more.
And 2 more. It's not over, folks. Alex Valle.
Yes, happy birthday, Uncle Valle.
And our buddy at IGN, Destin Legary. Happy birthday, Destin.
Former guest of the Combat Cast.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's
Awesome.
where actually people know him from.
Oh, right. Awesome. So we are going to play Matthew Burke.
This is a big one. Tournament mode. I'm very excited. How many people are now going to analyze
scoreboard? We have scoreboard?
What the hell, Burke?
everything about this?
Come on.
1,111 to 1,111.
There will be screen caps of the loadout screen and everything.
Okay.
I'm excited.
You're just doing that so people do it.
No, they would do it anyway. These are the same people that screen cap frame data from the reveal event. Okay. Which, that's no judgment. I would be with you guys.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're going with my...
That's what it was named, in the customized screen, Tyler's first main.
Cool.
I'm all in on that.
Tyler might be shaken up. This is juicy.
His hands are on his head.
Ever reckon you'd be a father? Think I'm too married to the job.
Reckon I would have killed you first.
I'm not feeling too good about this.
There was chatter of Derek playing Kung Lao. Was that a smoke screen? Was that a red herring?
Oh.
All right, Tyler going with the signature 4-3-3. That's his key move. Now, he's been really good at getting this crushing blow. Oh, no.
Ah.
Oh, goes to the 4-2.
Nice.
And Kano's 50-50, it's pretty decent. Oh, the bop. Oh, the fully charged bop.
Fucking out.
Good breakaway. Now, Derek's not going to have defensive stamina for
The rest
100
of the
years. Yeah, 100 years.
Crap.
It's okay.
Crap. Okay. Focus.
Round 2, fight.
Now, the variation that Jax is using right now is, I would describe it as a grappling one. He gets multi-slam, He gets the overhead elbows there, the 2-player animation thing, and he gets the burning hammer.
Put me in a corner, eh?
So while he's going to lose some of the combo potential from the duck and weave stance.
Ooh.
Oh, very good crushing blow. That's hitting a counter hit. He makes up for it with all the command grabs, and that's how Tyler plays. Tyler goes for that all the time.
Because he gets heated arms, it's actually okay to do mid-round.
Yeah, it's super fast, and Jax does significant damage. The problem now is Derek has his, and you've already used yours, so that's this is pretty risky.
Nah, got me.
All right,
Nice
now
round.
Derek still has Fatal Blow, and you used yours, but you do have heated arms, and obviously that Jax is a powerhouse. Oh, they ran out during the end of round. Goes for the overhead, knife toss. Oh, almost got the jump in. Oh, good use of rockets. I'm really glad we brought the MK3 rockets back. I love when our design team looks to kind of the more obscure stuff that's not in every game and brings it back. I'll always prefer the rockets to the energy wave.
No!
Oh, good command grab. Is he gonna get the just frame? Nope, nope. Still real juicy damage. Oh, it's a close one, and Fatal Blow is in play. Oh, good block. Oh, good block. Good block. 9 second cooldown. Oh, ground pound. That's unblockable.
And so what did I do? I blocked low.
That's okay.
All right. All right.
Yeah, this is something I did not expect.
Yeah, I had no idea Derek.
I was going to play him next stream.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's really
I still probably
strange.
will. But.
I'm just going to do it again.
Kano is so off-brand for you from aesthetically. Gameplay makes sense.
Yeah.
Knives and balls.
You know so well, Steve.
You'll tell Sonya I'm sorry.
You sorry? For what?
For what I'm about to do to you.
Round
Kano, man.
Dude.
He's a bad guy. All right, we got knives. Oh, I don't know about that. Good block. Now Derek can't wake up attack because he doesn't have any offensive stamina.
No, but I'm just going to get down 2 all day.
All they're doing is uppercuts, shades of MK2. I like it. Normally you don't use those rockets, and you're remembering to right now. Oh, another good crushing blow. That's a really interesting use of the crushing blow mechanic, where it kind of takes a move in the mid-range that normally when it hits you don't really get that much damage or anything, but that one time in the game you can cash in, and it's significant. Both have Fatal Blow. Oh, never mind.
Oh, no.
Oh, it's going to be really close to the end. Oh.
Oh, nice throw.
Nice. Who would eat that?
He's a bad man, Steve.
That's brutal. He must have a hell of an immune system. Oh, very good interrupting that. The overhead's on the slower side. It's good for an overhead, but it's not like something you just want to throw out randomly. God, that's so painful. Oh, wow, interesting. Going for pressure with that. It's looking very good. Oh, never mind.
Damn it!
Now you're going to have heated arms. And that makes big comebacks possible with Jax. Jax might have the best comeback potential in the game, maybe. He's up there for sure. Let's see what the mix-up is. Oh, that's might kill.
Oh, no!
Damn.
One more round for each of us.
Oh, good block. Not falling for that. Goes for the low. Oh, bop. Oh, what? That was the dumbest accidental crushing blow bop I've ever seen. Yeah, oh yeah, pure fundamentals. Keeping him close to the corner, that's very smart. That traveled almost half the screen. Jax is obviously a powerhouse in the corner. And you notice Derek's out of defensive stamina, so you can't break away from any of this. Good blocking. All right, Derek has Fatal Blow in play. It's not enough to kill, but it'll be really, really close if you can hit it. You can literally hear the button mashing. Nope, blocks. That's great for Tyler. And that might be it.
That's it. Oh, what is he doing?
What is this?
Oh! That was disrespectful.
Yeah, that was
You
pretty
showed no
cocky.
mercy.
No, you played very well there.
Ugh. Oh, it was my day one Kano. I messed up.
You need to do some like day 3 characters coming in here.
You're right, but I felt like, hey, I'm gonna try something new.
I will
I'm gonna
I
surprise
like it.
Tyler.
It was competitive.
It was kind of fun.
I will say this: I thought you were going to play Kung Lao because I've seen him on your screen a lot. I've been thinking about how to figure that out, and that coming in, I mean, that was scary.
Yeah, I also use. I don't think it has the manhandled and snakebite. I didn't see what the other variation was.
He does not have snake bite.
Yeah, and so
I hear you. I
feel like my variation. It was Tyler's first main, and
It just occurred to me why aesthetically you chose Kano.
why?
The peeing.
Yes.
Okay.
100%.
I don't know why it took me
100%.
5 minutes.
Good game, buddy. Good game, huh?
Good game. Everybody, we will be back not next week, the week after that, Monday. We'll give you a time soon. It might not be exactly at 3 o'clock. We will let you know when we know.
Well, it's never at 3 o'clock.
Well, it's 3:04,
or
3:05. We'll be back very soon. So have a good next week. It's been great hanging out with you today.
Be sure you pre-order Mortal Kombat 11. Get Shao Kahn 11 days away.
I have a final request.
Okay.
I'm going to need, out of the Katana community, I need this. Someone to enter a tournament doing a group version of Katana's intro.
Someone
Yeah.
carrying,
Yeah.
that'd be awesome. So everybody, very soon the game's coming back. Thank you, as usual, behind the power station, Matt Burke.
Burk.
Anytime, Tyler. Anytime.
Can we get one of those air horn things?
That is-
Oh.
Can I get an air horn?
Hold on. Oh, I meant to do this earlier.
Yeah, I love them.
Oh, yeah.
As
I
we're-
got you. I got
as
you.
we're-
We're just trying to
We're
wrap this
stopping
up
the stream
here.
for
Yeah,
this.
stop.
Stop.
No one turn off the stream.
Okay.
Cool. Well, everybody, thank you for joining us. We will see you in a week. Goodbye.
Derek broke everything. Time to go back to...
Hold on, I got a horn for this too. Hold on, this is... Here you go, Burke. This
You're
one's
back.
for you.
You're back, baby. That's fair. That's fair. See you next week.
See you
Not
guys.
next week.